It's been a minute since I went live, huh? What is up, subscribers? This is Coach Sue coming at you with some wisdom. My life coaching extends from the spiritual aspect. I'm not a worldly life coach. I'm a godly life coach. So if you need guidance spiritually, then I'm the one you should be reaching out to or can be reaching out to, should God tell you to. But in the meantime, I just want to come on today just to encourage you. I'm just reflecting on my life. This month is my birthday, September 26th. And so I'm just reflecting on life. Life is what you make it. Now, ever since probably 2000, probably, I'm sure sooner, even further back than that, maybe 99, 98. Um, I had an awakening. It was a painful awakening, but it was a good awakening. And so basically, what happened was uh, my mom retired. Dad had already retired. Their mom retired. And prior to them retiring, I was trying to encourage them to live their life because they were taking care of the kids, the grandkids, the great grands, and foster parents. And I'm like, y'all need to enjoy your life. Y'all need to enjoy your life. And they kept saying, we'll wait till we retire. We'll wait till we retire. And so when mom finally retired, they took their first trip. They wanted to go to Washington to visit one of our sisters in the Lord, Janice. And so they took a train trip to Washington, visited her, came back. Shortly after that, mom had a stroke. And she actually had several strokes. And then um, within a real brief time, probably within a month or two, she went to sleep in the Lord. The reason I said that this was a painful awakening is, number one, remembering that they kept saying, we'll wait and do it later. We'll wait and do it later. And then when later came, she went to sleep in the Lord. Dad lived, 20, 30 years after that. He just recently passed away probably 7 years ago. But um, the thing that kept sticking with me was the fact that mom and dad wanted to wait to live. And so from that, I got a lesson. And the lesson was, tomorrow's not promised. We hear it all the time, but we don't really put it into action or live the example. And I lived the example that mom wanted to wait until tomorrow. And then when tomorrow came, she wasn't here. So because of that, I implemented this annual celebration of my birthday. I celebrate the whole month, every day, the whole 30 days, doing something special, unique, new, whatever the case may be. But doing that the week of my birthday, or especially on the day of my birthday, I make sure that I am on a cruise ship. So the only time that paused was during COVID, but I ended up traveling to see different family on my birthday. So I still was not home. So I was intentional about making sure that I was celebrating. Sorry about that. So COVID is over, I'm back to doing the cruises every year. So every year for my birthday, I go on a cruise. Life is what you make it. So I'll go back to my title. Um, Life is what you make it. You have to learn how to enjoy life. Each day I make sure that I laugh. Each year I make sure that I celebrate my birthday. And then each quarter I make sure I do some kind of getaway. And then once a month I hang out with my sisters in the Lord. I spend as much time as I can with my family. Hey, so I live here in Charlotte, and I work in human resources, to answer your question. But anyway, I make sure that I make the best of life. So I want to come on here to tell you, or to encourage you, to live for today, because tomorrow's not promised. Life is what you make it. Make it great. Don't wait till it's too late. Okay? Because when all is said and done, all we got is today. All we got is today. So when I lay my head to rest 6 feet under, my family will be able to say, she lived. She lived. That's right. Because I represent number one, the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. So guess what? He would not have me to be stagnant, but he would have me. He said, he want us to live a prosperous life, and I don't mean just financially. I mean spiritually, physically, mentally. We're rich and all that if we take care of those things. So make sure you have balance in your life, and take the time just to enjoy. I mean, your life is what you make it. It's what you make it. It's what you choose to make it. Don't blame nobody else. Don't fault nobody else. Don't make excuses. Because when all is said and done, you're the one that has to make that choice. And if you want, I always say this too, if it's important to you, you'll make it happen. So it's important to me that I make sure that I live a life that's fulfilling, that's pleasing. Yeah, it's not always peaches and cream, but guess what? The good outweighs the bad easily because the choices are mine. And I will refuse to let the enemy have victory and have more of my days, give me more bad days than good. You can't have it. So that's the only reason I came on. Is just to let you know, life is what you make it. What are you gonna make it? Are you gonna make it good? You gonna make it bad? You gonna make it What you gonna do with your life? Live life to the fullest. And a lot of things that I do don't even cost a dime. It's that quality time, being intentional about who you spend time with, and even when you spend time just with yourself, being intentional. I get manicure. Well, I don't do the manicure. I do my nails myself, but I do get pedicures and I get massages whenever I can. I make sure that I love on myself. All right. So, yeah. And then I went to the doctor Monday and was like, okay, yeah, I am that part. So, my break is over, but I just want to come on and encourage you. Life is what you make it. Choose to make it great. Okay? Because that's all up to you. It's up to you how you choose to live. All right? Have a great day.